Welcome to Tech Brothers with Amir. In this video, we are going to learn how we can configure GitHub to use in our data factory. Because you are going to create the pipelines and you're going to create the data sets and linked services and all that in your Azure Data Factory, and you don't want to lose that. You also need to deploy to the upper environments such as QA and prod. So you want to use that as well. Now, first of all, what we have here, we have Azure Data Factory. So it's called Azure ADF, and at time of creating it, I did not configure. So we can actually go ahead and create a new one. So you're gonna go ahead and select here Data Factories. If you don't see this icon here, you can always go to the search resources, services, and docs, and here you will type a Data Factory, and that's how you will get this one right here. Okay, so now click right there. We are going to create a new data factory, and here it's going to ask you what is your subscription, then a resource group. I'm selecting RG Amir, and here is my region, and I'm going to give some name. So I can call it Shehzad, and let's say Git, or demo, whatever I want to call it. So that's the name of my ADF. Let's put the ADF as well, so we know that Azure Data Factory, because we have a lot of resources sometime, and it helps with the naming convention. Now I'm gonna go ahead and create it here. So if you guys see here, it is asking me, hey, you want to do git configuration or no? So as of now, I can create this data factory without even git configuration, and I can configure later. So let's do that, or otherwise you can use the information right here. If you have a git account, and you can create just right there. So let's go ahead and do that without even providing any information for Git, because I do not have a Git account right now ready for this setup. So I'm going to go ahead and configure our Git account. So GitHub. Okay. And now what I'm going to do, I'm going to sign up. This is the first time I'm at Git, so let's see what it says. Now we provide our email. So my email is ashazar21196@outlook.com. Okay, continue. And it's asking provide the password. So I'm creating a password. Okay. And username. So I'm going to call it ashazad211. Let's say ashazad ADF. So if that's available. Okay, it's available. So that's the account we will use. Okay, so that's our email, our password, and then that's our username. So it's all done. And would you like to receive products? I will say no. I don't care about that one. Okay, so it's saying please solve this puzzle to verify that you are human. Yes, start puzzle. So it asks can pick the spiral galaxy. Okay, so this one. Okay, one done. Another one. Okay, two done. And create account. Okay, so enter code. We will launch. Okay, you're almost done. We send a launch code to the Ashazad and enter that code. So I'm going to go ahead and log into that account and then get that code. Sorry. Okay, so we log into the account. Okay, so we got our account here, and now what we are going to do, we are going to take a look at what the code they have sent us. So they have sent this code to us. So we are going to copy that code and now go back to our verification here, Control V, and that should be it. So we have created our Git account here, and we are logged into the Git. Now what we are going to do, we are going to create a repository. So repository is the place where you will be creating all those folders like master branch and your other branches where you will save the information from the ADF. So this resource is done, and what we are going to do, I already have this Git going on. So let's create a big repository, and we call this under this account. We are going to call the ADF. Okay, so that's simple. Azure Data Factory, that's all we have. It's going to be public, private. I'm going to leave this one as a public and create repository. So this is where we are going to create our other folders and all that. So this is all good now. If you see right now, we don't have a whole lot to do here. So what we are going to do, we are going to go back to our Azure Data Factory here. right here, open our Azure Data Factory. So we just created this ashazad-adf-get data factory, and now what we can do, we can go to manage here, and in the manager at the end we have right here git configuration. Remember that we could have configure git in the starting when we were creating the Azure Data Factory, but we did not because we didn't have an account. So in the next time I will show you guys that part as well. So we are going to go to the git configuration, and now we click configure. It's going to ask you, hey, you want to use Azure DevOps Kit or GitHub? In our case we are using GitHub. So in the next demos, we will do Azure DevOps as well. So okay, so what is the account you would like to use? So if you guys remember that Ashazad dash what was our account here, right? So in the Git, if you guys remember that, that's our Ashazad dash ADF, right? That's our account. So we are gonna go and say ADF. Okay, so hit next, and it's gonna log in to GitHub authorize data factory. Yes. Okay, so it's logging in, and now we are now what we can as our GitHub account is ready, what we can do now, we can configure our repository. We go to configure, and here we are going to select our GitHub. We are not using Azure DevOps Git right now, we are using a GitHub. And here what you're going to do, you're going to go to the account and provide the account ashazad-adf, and hit next, and repository name. And if you remember that we have ADF, and now it's asking me what is your collaboration branch, and here is our that's what our master branch is going to be. Select the branch name where you will collaborate with others and from which you will publish. So this is the branch where all the code from different feature branches will be pushed, and then finally we will publish all the changes from this branch to the Azure Data Factory. So I'm going to go ahead and try to create and see what happens. So I'm going to call this one master and create, and you guys see that failed to create branch for repository ADF. Reason: failed to create new branch. Please make sure the repository is initialized in GitHub. Reason: git repository is empty. So we can go back here, and what we can do here, let me go back right here. So this is our ADF, and what I can do, I can create a new file, so that will initialize it. So I'm gonna say my test file or readme or whatever ADF file. Okay, file. Okay, so it's in main, and we will do test file. Okay, now what we are gonna do, we are gonna go ahead and see what happened down there. So we select that and commit new file. So now if you guys see that it already created the main branch. Now that's our main branch right there. So we have that, and here is a, if you click here, it says main. So that's good, we can use this main branch there. And simple, we go back again, configure, and now what we are gonna do, GitHub, and here is my Ashazad ADF, and then next repository name ADF, and here is our main branch. So we use this, we call it main branch or master or whatever the name you want to give. You can always create different name, but we will go with the main. And publish branch, whenever you are going to publish the changes to your main branch, there is a and once you will publish everything to the main branch, and everything will be published to the data factory, and ARM template will be created in ADF publish folder. So that is the entire backup of your Azure Data Factory. And in case of you deleted your Data Factory, you can always restore from ADF underscore publish. So I'm going to leave the root folder as it is. Import existing resources to the repository. No, I don't want to do that. Apply. Now what's going to happen, it's still it is connected to main, and now this is all good here. So you see that Ashazad-adf, that's our GitHub account, ADF is our repository name, and main is the branch where we will collaborate with other people. And now our publish branch will be ADF publisher. Now let's go back here, and if we see right there, we are going to go to the ADF. You are going to see only main branch there. The ADF underscore publish and all that is not created yet. So what we can do, we can start working from here. So let's see, we are here in author, and I'm gonna go ahead and create a pipeline. So there, right here, let's go and create a pipeline, new pipeline, and I'm gonna use the wait activity for the quick demo, and then that's it. And I'm gonna give the name to the, say, PL wait. Okay, so that's my wait activity. I made some changes or whatever I want to do it. I'm in main branch already. So if I want to go ahead and publish, what's going to happen, then right now I can save, and this is saved in my main branch right there, because that's where I'm working. If I will go to the live mode, you will see that I don't have any pipeline. I'm going to refresh just in case, so it show you guys till so you're right here is in main branch, and in the live we do not have anything till we don't publish to the data factory. It's not going to be there, right? So we can go back here, and then GitHub, and you see that this is where your main branch is and you're working. So now if I will hit publish, what's going to do is going to take all those pipelines and publish to the live data factory. So it is publishing right now, and you can see that PL wait, and there is no data sets and data flows and all that. So I don't have a whole lot of things created. I have just created one pipeline, and I'm going to go ahead and hit publish. It's going to publish. So it's publishing the pipeline right now, and then its publish is completed. And once the publish is completed, you're going to see some more information coming through. It's called generating ARM template, and this ARM template is saved into the ADF underscore publish at GitHub. So first of all, let's take a look. Remember, we are in main branch, and what we would like to do, we would like to switch to the live mode. Now our pipeline should be there. So you guys can see right there, my pipeline is there, right there. See, so it has a wait, right? Now that's good. And now if we go to the main branch, what's going to happen is only one pipeline is there as well. And if we go back to our Azure GitHub account there, and we can see that we have ADF publish been created, because we publish all the changes from our main branch to the live data factory. So that's where ADF publish is created. Inside that one, what we are going to see, we are going to see these different files. So this is the file I was talking about, ARM template for factory. In case you deleted your Azure data factory and all that, you can use this file to restore your entire data factory. So if you see that this has the entire pipeline and other information, we don't have data sources and linked services and data flows and all that, so that's why it's very small. But in your case, it's going to be large. So we have a main branch there, okay, and then we have ADF branch right there. Okay, so now let's go ahead and take a real scenario. Now there is a developer, his name is maybe developer one, and he would like to create a new pipeline and then publish that to the data factory. So how he will do that? So let's say you have provided him all the information and permissions to work on your data factory. So he's going to go to the main. So once he's connected to the Azure Data Factory, he's going to create a new branch. Okay, so maybe they call it, mostly we call them feature branch, you know. So let's call this feature add pipeline 2. Okay, so he's creating this branch. What's going to happen, once he creates this branch, all the pipelines and everything will be pulled to his branch. So here, see, pipeline 1, that was a PL wait that comes to his branch as well. So now this branch has everything, and he's going to go ahead and make changes to the existing pipeline or create a new pipeline. So he's going to go ahead and create a new pipeline, let's say, and he will call that one PL pipeline 2. Okay, so he has created this pipeline, and in this pipeline he maybe uses the wait activity as well, and then he changed the value to the settings for 5. So that's his next pipeline he has created. Now once he is done with his work, he's going to save his changes into his branch. So it's called feature add pipeline 2 branch. So he's done, but his changes are not in the main branch, neither in the live mode. So if you go back to main branch, you're gonna see only one pipeline. That's our old pipeline. So this developer now, what he has to do, he has to go to his pipeline, sorry, branch. It's called the feature add pipeline to branch. That's where he is, and what he's gonna do, he's gonna click here and say create pull request. So once he's going to put the pull request, what's going to happen, then in the GitHub, this pull request has to be approved, and then it has to be published to the master. So what we are going to do, he's going to put a pull request. Now let's see, create pull request, and he's going to put some comments or whatever. Hey, I created a new awesome pipeline and all that. So go ahead and create the pull request, new pipeline 2 with wait time 5. Okay, so as I have all the permissions on this one, so I'm going to go ahead and first create the pull request and then approve that as well. So in your case, maybe approval will be somebody else, So merge pull request. Once you get that request, hey, somebody, developer A has created this pull request. So people who has the permission, they're going to do one thing. They're going to go ahead and merge a pull request. So once they merge the pull request, now what's going to happen, these changes will be merged to the main branch. Okay, so if you go to the main branch here, so let's go back to the main branch. It's merged right now, and if you go to main branch, now in the main branch you have pipelines. So you see that 2 pipelines are there. So before it was only PL wait, but once we merge that, so it is the second pipeline is there. So let's go to the Azure Data Factory again and take a look. Now what we have there, if we go to the main branch, now we are going to see 2 pipelines. So you see right there, after the developer, he first created the feature branch, made his changes, created new pipelines or made the changes to the old pipeline, and then he created the pull request, and then we went to the GitHub and approved that pull request, and then what happened, from all the changes from the feature branch came to the main branch. Still, our live mode or Azure Data Factory does not have that pipeline. It is still running wherever the pipeline only one. So but main branch has 2 pipelines sitting right there. Okay, so you can see that. Now what you can do, you can schedule, let's say you would like to go, and at every Thursday or every Friday or Saturday, whatever the time you decide, you can publish these changes. So you're going to go to the main branch here, and once you're in the main branch, you're going to hit publish, and that's where it take the changes from your main branch and then put to the your live Azure Data Factory. So I'm going to go ahead and hit publish, and it's telling me like, hey, there is one new pipeline you have there that you would like to publish from your main branch to the Azure Data Factory live mode. Yeah, that's what I would like to do. So I'm going to hit publish, and there is publishing right now. So as if you go here in ADF, if you guys see that after you publish it, it's going to bring that second pipeline to the ARM template as well. So we are going to see that as well. So I will show you guys in the ARM template. Is working right now. So you see that it's published successfully. Now it's going to update the ARM template. So you see that generating ARM template. So it is generating the ARM template from your Azure Data Factory. Okay, so this is all good. Now if I go to the live branch here, what's going to happen, I'm going to see 2 pipelines. So you see right there, this looks good, right? So that's how you are going to do the entire thing. So first of all, you are going to configure your Azure Data Factory to use the GitHub, and once you have that, there would be branches. One will be master branch or main branch, and there from there you can publish the changes to the Azure Data Factory. And every time a developer comes, and I told you guys as well, like, okay, he's going to come create a new feature branch that will pull all those pipelines and every information from the main branch, so he can work on different things. And then once he is done making the changes or creating a new pipeline, he's gonna create a pull request. Once he create the pull request in your GitHub, you're gonna see that, hey, somebody has created the pull request and he would like to publish these changes to the main branch. And then once the approval is done, those changes will go to the main branch, and from the main branch, whenever you are ready, you're going to come to the Azure Data Factory and publish, and that's where it will go to the live mode. So now you have Azure pipelines, they're ready to run or schedule whatever you want to do with them. If you have any question, please leave me in the comments, and I will see you guys in next video.